And try and match this edge so it has a swoop going up. It's getting close. I'm making. I don't know if you're still there, Lloyd. Doing a body work on this RC motorcycle right here. It's a 1/8 kyosho motorcycle. How you doing, Lloyd? Yeah, I'm trying to get this thing just working good with all the parts that I put on. Put a new swing arm on the back. Got a spacer for it. When I put the new aluminum swing arm on the back, it left a gap. It's about 1.2 millimeters to 2, and I just got to make that a little thinner because the wheel was rocking back and forth. Now it's over to the right too much, so I'm gonna sand it a little bit so it has enough room to float around, and let the chain get straight and guide itself where it needs to be. Um, got this angle, just trying to match it, and then I put some um, epoxy resin like putty. So I'm going to sand all this off, make it smooth, and then I got some orange that I'm going to do with the white tank, and then this is the seat. Put that back on, and these are the parts that I cut off on the back. I just cut off a little bit of plastic and mapped it out with some masking tape, and made it look a little more modern. Kyosho likes to make all that vintage stuff, and for the motorcycles, we just like we need a new one. I'm just messing around. If we had a track or something out here, I'd be over there, but we don't have an indoor track. So I'd go to like Walmart in the back, on the side where the shopping cart thing is, and I'll use 6 parking spaces in the shopping cart return and have a little track thing going on. This little back part here is plastic. It's a lot thicker. I'm just gonna get this edge. Hi, Shirley. It's looking pretty good. All right, now I'm gonna just get some sandpaper out. Get that matched up pretty good. This side edge. Take all the sharp edges off. I don't want to take too much off. Hi, Jason. I got the camera over to the side, so I don't say what's up real quick. I can't see it. Let's see what you guys are saying. Shirley's like, "Fa!" This is just because I'm filing, but I'm gonna do some sanding. This isn't one of those like ASM channels, I think. Isn't that what they're called? Got some sandpaper from Walmart. It's the closest place. Got some gator shit. So it's got 400 to 600. How can you tell the difference? Here we go. 600. 400. Just need a little piece. This is so funny doing body work on this little motorcycle. Never, this is like basically Bondo. This is epoxy putty. 1/8 scale Bondo. Yeah, I had a lot of scratches. Started crashing because I was just using it, going faster. And slow is the way to go with these little RC motorcycles at first. I really tried to go slow for a while, and it's just I want to hit the turns. With the high speed crashes, when you see this thing tumble, it's like, oh fuck, because the plastic is so hard on the body. You know, once I start racing this thing, I'll be posting videos. Trying to get my motorcycle going. I just can't believe it just stopped yesterday. Just shut off. It's not even 2 years old, so it's still under warranty. That bike just has a lot of problems. People warn me. It just looks so cool. It was perfect for where I live. But I think I'm gonna have to trade it in. I think it'll look pretty cool when it's done. You know, once I just get it rolling with this rear end and get that part situated, I'm going to try and get the rear shock with a tighter spring. I'll try the Formula One shock. And then I think my servo's busted. I think the gear skipped over a tooth or like broke a tooth because it's just the steering's all out of whack. So I'm going to get a metal gear servo and see what that does. And then I'm going to put this steering stem on the front and then get that all going with the metal servo. Nice morning activity. Yeah, if you guys like RC stuff or just motorcycles, this is probably the funnest toy you can get, especially if you ride when you see him going into a turn. And you picture yourself picture yourself doing that turn. It's hilarious. Sometimes you can hit a U-turn with this thing. Let's get that in. This 400 grit's working perfect. Get this little edge a little sharper. Round it right here. God, there's some crazy stuff on lives right now. You guys see the kids with the spiky shark? They're like, I'm gonna pull it, man. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I was watching one of those last night. These kids are having too much fun. Okay, the edges good. I'm not trying to go too crazy on this because I'm just gonna crash it a billion times. This epoxy putty though, it's pretty awesome. It works good. It really messed up the tail right here when I was cutting stuff. I'm gonna do these little corner pieces flat black, so it just looks sharper, the point in the back. Yeah, I checked my KTM yesterday. It said engine failure or ECU failure. So I looked up online and it said, oh, the battery could be low. So I charged the battery. Battery's fine. Took like 2 minutes for it to be fully charged. And then it said, check the fuses. I checked every fuse on that bike. They're fine. So I'm just going to take it to the motorcycle place. I want to get that thing going before it hits spring, though. It's the tip right there. Just. Gotta find a bolt for the rear axle on this thing. So when I put the swing arm on the back, it's way thinner than the stock one. So I'm just gonna try and get a bolt and cut it so we got a shorter axle. Put some putty inside this hole. I was watching this video yesterday, and they're saying you can't buy a Bob Ross painting. Some woman has them. I never thought about that looking at the Bob Ross painting. All right, after I hit this, I'm gonna do it with the 600. This feels really smooth already. I'll do the 600. And then tonight we'll paint it. I'll try to set up the camera so we can hang out and paint it together. I painted this the first time. I didn't scuff it up or anything. It stuck really well. The white gets dirty so fast. It leaves a layer of dirt on it. I didn't clear coat it. I don't have clear coat this time either, but we'll just see how long it lasts. I'm interested to see what it looks like because the orange one, you'll see the chips way better. All right, let's do the Bondo on this one. I only had some deep scratches right here. Here. I was using this last night. It's like screen protector scraper for the putty, and it worked very well. This is too funny doing this. I used to do bodywork with my dad on boats, like fiberglass stuff, and go home just covered in fiberglass, have to take cold showers, get it off, scare the crap out of me. My dad would be like, take a cold shower so it doesn't Get into your body. And if anyone asks you to do some fiberglass, just pass. Be like, nah, dog, I don't do that stuff. Or just be like, I've done it so much, I'm past it. I'm past it now. I'm gonna try and round off the edge a little more. It looks pretty cool like that. Then I was just gonna leave it chopped. Dude, I don't know how much this would cost you if you round it, this 1/8 scale prices right here. If you took it to an 1/8 scale body shop, charge you an arm and a leg. The rider scrapes the back of the seat right here. A lot of people chop him, but I think it's there to protect it because you could bend those. Saw some aluminum steering like riders posts, and I think it would break some stuff. I think it would bend the steering rod that goes through the frame. It'll make it a lot heavier too. Once I get a lithium battery and a brushless setup, I'll put a lot more aluminum stuff on this bike. And so far, the shock didn't work with the stock battery from Kyosho, the Speed House one. The shock, it would just compress. And the aluminum motor mount, like you can only use that with the aluminum shock. And since the aluminum shock didn't work out, I'd take the mount off and put the stock one back on. I think I got all that, and just the tail. Still gotta hit this with the 600. I'm trying to make a cover for the tail underneath to make it look more like a GP bike. How you guys doing out there? Thanks for liking, guys. Okay, 600. Let's just scuff all of it. This was the highest grit they had at Walmart. It was 600. Forgot to check Hobby Lobby when I went there to get the spray paint. I was even thinking. Nice writing though yesterday. Till my bike shut off. The new KTM 450 is coming out. I'll take that for a test drive. I'm leaning towards the CBR 600. Parts forever for those things. This is almost about the texture of a primer. I'm really happy with how the tail came out. What I'm thinking is just get some plastic and heat it up, and then just lay it down right here and glue it with the exhaust piece, maybe so it's one piece. That'll look pretty cool. Finish this side up. We got the line, so I can tape it off to paint that whole section flat black. I was thinking if people like this tail the way it's set up, they can make a stencil and then tape it down to the mat, maybe next to the ruler part right here, so you can blow it up on a screen and take a screenshot, trace it, and then you can just, from these holes, it'll just stick right over the bike to the edge, so you can just cut it out with the Dremel tool. They have the Lexan bodies for this bike. I think they're cool for racing. But if you're just messing around, I think it would just make the bike more fragile, take the hits more on the frame. So this thing's pretty durable, is the way it is. I was trying to make the bike look like I just bought only the rear fairing, and use the same gas tank, because this bike, the rider and the team, they're on a budget. You can't afford to just make everything match. And just starting out. I was looking at stickers last night to see if I wanted to make it like a sponsored rider with what do they call it? The livery. I'm going with the street bike look right now. Some hooligan bike. Let's round this off a little bit. I'm gonna clean this off. And then I'll come back and we'll paint it. And it's been over a month since I used this thing. This back part. Other piece. Still some shiny spots on this. Make sure I get the edge of the tank. Got lines on this body in the kit, so you can take it off and put the decals it comes with. Let's take those off. That a line goes all the way around right here. Got the line pretty good on this one. See it a little bit. Thick line right here. That looks pretty cool. This is the front end right here. Be a little something like that. All right, thanks guys. I'll be back later tonight.